Hey, it's Brian Thomas from the 55 KRC Morning Show, doing a little bit of remembering of 9/11. We had that topic on the program today, and when asked to share my thoughts about 9/11, I always default to and always vividly remember, first and foremost, more than the planes hitting the building, I remember the people jumping. Having to jump to their death, which always, in my mind, illustrates and points out the fact that they had to contemplate their entire life, or at least they had the opportunity to look back on their lives, knowing full well that flames were going to engulf them from behind, or they were certainly going to perish jumping out high elevation in front of them. But jump they did, and by the scores, and there are videos that you can see of this. And the horror in imagining that moment where you contemplate their life, ultimately I decided I was going to turn around and make into a positive thing for my life, because not all of us get the opportunity, not all of us want the opportunity either, to look back on our life before the moment of death. But I think if we did that a little more often, if we reflected on our own lives and looked at the things that we might have regretted, think about the things that you might be thinking about at the moment of your contemplation. Had you had to be there at that moment, what would you be thinking about? I doubt it would be the trivial. I doubt it would be the minor tiffs and anger that you have with your neighbor or your coworker. Probably would be maybe looking back with a tinge of regret, or maybe thinking, gosh, I really wish I was spending more time with my family or friends. Well, if that's the case at that moment, why isn't it always the case? Why don't we make ourselves better people? Why don't we use opportunities like this rather than to think about the regret that we might be having at that moment and shifting it around? So at that moment, if you do have that opportunity to look back on your life, you're not looking back with regret. You're looking back on something that you're proud of. So 9/11 for me was the pivotal point of my life where I tried to become more optimistic about living and more thankful for each and every day that I have, and I hope you do too. Have a great day, and remember 9/11, the 10th anniversary, in your own special way. It's very important that we do.